When the grim reaper comes inquiring of me, and this cold, calm, creepy cat cold finally catch up, and I get caught lacking in the crossfire of this unending battle between life and death, and I get recalled to the soils from whence I came. Nail my tongue to the doorpost of a museum, that men in posterity may know that though this tongue cracked open rib and muscle to reach the hearts of many, it was made of the same flesh that their tongues are. Hang my spine at the junction of the crooked walkways, that men may marvel at this beam, not made of steel, but still withstood weights as heavy as steel beams do. And when they ask you who I was, tell them I was a victim of tongues that cast cold silver bullets that slithered their way to the spine of my emotional sanity, left me incapable of standing on my own, cursed with an insatiable appetite for validation, constantly craving compliments that I didn't even know how to take. Tell them that for this reason, I chose to hold my throat over a flame, that they may find warmth in every word that escaped my lips. Tell them that before I met my wife, I treated relationships like Russian roulette. I spun the cylinder in the hopes of finding one that would take my breath away until she did. Tell them that when I spoke, rivers stopped midstream and took notes so they could learn how to flow. Tell them that I often suspended reality somewhere at the back of my mind. I crawled into my head to a place where no one would see, and then I would torture myself with all the imaginary ways in which being alive would hurt. Tell them that I was docile most times. I avoided even the least bit of confrontation. But I was not a coward. I was Bruce Banner the first time the Avengers got together. I was locked on safety, but rest assured, I stood 10 toes deep, locked, loaded, and ready. I merely waited for one to step to me the wrong way. Tell them I was loyal to my pain and true to my pen as a needle of a compass is to the North Pole. Tell them I was so dope at chess I played it with God. He called me to be a bishop in his kingdom and win souls for his kingdom, but I chose to be a weak knight that took too many L's. Tell them that these poems were not just mere rumblings, they were prayers. So whenever they read my writings, tell them to end this verse with an amen.